Hey guys, it's Andy. I'm back here with another replay from the GCB Season 1. If you don't know what the GCB is, I will leave a link in the description to the first video I did about this. It explains what the GCB was, as well as what GAGE was, which I'll also leave the link to, so you can check that stuff out. But in case you don't know what it is and don't care enough to actually check it out, it's a team-based tournament. So you know, I'm on a team called Order of the Lax, and my opponent here, ZrdX, was on a team. He's from a team called G6, and you can find more about these teams on the GAGE YouTube channel. But for the GCB, after you know, we had some matches, you know, the tournament progressed, teams were taking each other out, and eventually the finals came down to my team, Order of the Lax, versus this team here, G6. And my team was up like 4-1, and there was just this guy left. So this guy took out, I think, Spazzy, Curtis, Dargan, and then it was up to me to face him. So this is essentially the finals of the GCB Season 1. So I went in knowing this would be, you know, an incredibly challenging battle, just since this opponent was able to overcome, you know, three of my teammates, you know, in a row. So I knew he used stall against those opponents, so I kind of brought, like, I didn't want to bring another like stall breaker team like Mega Metachan Bulu thing like I brought last round, because I figured this guy might check out my replay, maybe counter team a little bit, and it looks like he did. He didn't bring stall for the first time in this tournament. He brought some kind of offense, basically, which is what I brought. It's you know, standard bulky Lando, AV Mag, Fightium, Kartana, what is this, Specs? This is Scarf, and this is just Life Orb, Brave, as an answer to Trick Room. I didn't want to run something like Scarf, Keldeo, or Garchomp, something like a check to Volcarona. I grew tired of that, to be completely honest. I wanted something that could check it like Specs Gren, and I felt Specs Gren with Water Shuriken, and I felt you know, Life Orb Crawdaunt with the Aqua Jet could threaten it equally as much as Greninja. But we're like 3 minutes in and the battle hasn't even started yet. So let's see what happens. He leads Greninja as I lead Crawdaunt. I don't want to stay in and potentially take a like a U-turn or anything really. So gonna withdraw out to my AV Mag. As he does a U-turn, reveals Protean. So I'm assuming Scarf as he gets his Heatran in. I know I can take a Lava Plume. I don't want to switch anything into a Lava Plume, so I'm just gonna allow my Magearna to take the hit as I go into my Landorus. Threaten this thing. I think I just get up my Rocks though, as he goes out to his own Landorus, and yeah, I get up my Rocks. Now I'm gonna go for U-turn to scout to see if he has the Rocky Helmet, and it looks like he didn't. I didn't know if he would get up his own Rocks here or go for the HP Ice. He did go for the HP Ice as I brought in my Latios. This isn't Scarf or Specs, I remember now. It's Calm Mind. Calm Mind Drew's 2 attacks. Or is it 3? Calm Mind 3 attack. I don't remember. I guess it's only 2 attacks because of my nickname. But I bring in my Latios, threaten this Landorus, and I think he goes into Magearna. Oh no, he protects. I completely forgot that the standard leftovers Landorus actually runs protect. Like, I have leftovers on my Landorus, but mine's just the standard Rocky Helmet spread with leftovers instead of Helmet, because nowadays I prefer leftovers. But the standard Lando that runs leftovers usually has protect, and I completely forgot about that, so this play I made here didn't really work out, so gonna have to do this again, go out to my Lando as he protects again, which I didn't expect, but he might have feared me being like Speedy, knocking him out with Ice Beam, but no, I'm AV like I said, so go out to my Lando, which I don't, I guess he wouldn't have HP Ice right there, so this makes sense, I guess. But now I don't really want to, well, maybe I won't care. Maybe I'll just go for an HP Ice. Nope, I do U-turn again out to my, my Crawdon on his HP Ice. I guess I just didn't want to take the hit. Yeah, to save it for Dragonite. But I knew he'd go for HP Ice right there, which is why I brought in my my Lobster, my Crawdon, and now I'm just gonna fire off a Crab Hammer, as I believe he just sacks his Landorus, as Earthquake does a nice 36, and my Crab Hammer does 99 and knocks out the Landorus, which can be very good for my Kartana, but I did lose my well, some health on my Crawdon. Not that I need health, really. Actually, because now I think I'm actually in range of Heatran's Earth Power or something. But he goes out to Latios. I don't stay in because, you know, I'm threatened and I don't want to just attack him with Aqua Jet or something. As he Mega Evolves and gets rid of the rocks. I hadn't even considered Mega Latios looking at his team, but it's pretty apparent that's what it was, and I just didn't consider that. But yeah, he's Mega Latios with Defog, so bring in my Magearna right here, presumably just gonna Volt Switch as he goes out to Heatran. So I can get my Lando back in, and I don't know if I actually Earthquake this time or get up my rocks again. I think I get him up as he goes out to Lottie. So now here, I figured he brought this Lottie in on the rocks, expecting you know, expecting to get in on the rocks so we can defog him and we can just repeat these turns. So yeah, that's why I did this, and here I'm going to expect the defog and just U-turn on out of here, which is going to cost me heavily because he doesn't defog, and in fact he just Ice Beams. Like I said, I was not expecting the Ice Beam right there, like, at all. And not that I knew he had it, because he's Mega Lottie, they run Bolt Beam, Defog, Roost, but I didn't expect him to go for it there. I thought he brought this in order to defog, so I thought for sure he would defog right there, because I didn't think he would gain much from just bringing this in, going for Ice Beam as I go out to my Magearna again. Then you know, I can threaten him. He can either sack this and get rid of the rocks, or continue the pattern with rocks up. You know what I mean? Like, it just hadn't occurred to me that he would ever Ice Beam right there, but he did, and I got punished for it, lost my Landorus, so I'm gonna go out to my Latios right here, knowing that I can live an Ice Beam and threaten this with the Draco, which I presumably just go for, as he goes out to Magearna. Yeah, so I'm in a bit of a bind right here. Gonna go out to my own Magearna as he Floor Cannons of his own, which isn't bad because now I can actually take this on. Floor Cannon usually means AV in itself, so don't have to worry about this thing setting up. So he just Volt Switches there, as I'll probably do the same as he goes hard into Latios. Probably expecting my Volt Switch, but still, that's I don't know what to say there. I go out to my Latios again. Again, probably just gonna threaten this thing with the Draco as he again goes out to Magearna. But again, I have my own. I go out to Gengar on his Volt Switch as he actually goes Gren. Yeah, I'm Scarfed and he's also Scarfed, so he's able to outspeed me. But the thing about Scarf Greninja is they usually don't have like Dark Pulse or anything to really kill Gengar, so I was comfortable staying in as I go for Shadow Ball, and it does a clean 16 to Magearna. nice and bounced as I bring in my own Magirna, take 18 from the flash cannon, get a Spadef drop, as Floor Cannon is surprisingly unable to knock me out as I just go for some chip damage with Iron Head. And he Volt Switches, which is going to give me initiative as he brings in this Latios. So I bring in my Gengar right here. We can calc. So here we are, provided he's max HP timid, which they usually are. Shadow Ball does 51 to 59. So this was a roll to knock him out, but I felt I had no real other options at this point. Like, I can't just keep going out to my Latios and threatening this with the Draco Meteor, because he can just keep going into Magirna. I was trying to chip it down, but wasn't really successful in that, so now the Latios came in enough times on rocks that I figured it's a good enough opportunity to risk the tie. Like, I didn't see another way to go about this, so I go for that Shadow Ball and get the roll and knock out the Latios. So that's nice, which means rocks are here to stay. The Dragonite won't be at multi-scale, so that just it won't be as threatening to my team now that my Lando went down, so you know, that's good. But he brings in this Heatran, Spadef, so can't really threaten it with this Gengar. Gonna go out to my my nice nickname on the expected Lava Plume as he goes Magirna, and I get off a recover. So gonna go out to my Gengar on this thing's Floor Cannon, which again surprisingly doesn't KO, as Shadow Ball again doing nice 17. So Magirna knocking out my Scarfgar. I guess I didn't really have a better sack at that point. But now I go into my Kartana because this thing is slower than Magirna. This thing is kind of walled by it, walled by it. So kind of have to go out to my Kartana, and I don't remember calcing this or not. Yeah, I didn't have time to calc actually. I only had 20 seconds. Can check this now because 32 to 37. Yeah, I could have killed, but I actually didn't know for sure, so I wasted my Z move here. So I guess it didn't matter. I still killed the threat, but still. So Greninja comes in here, goes for Ice Beam, gets a crit and knocks me out. We'll calc this too. Just I'm sorry I'm calcing everything, but point about this is it was a roll to knock me out, so nothing to really say there. Like, he had a chance to knock me out anyway, but the crit kind of like guaranteed it. So yep, now, and I think I go out to my Crawdon on his, because he's locked into Ice Beam, so I just go for a knockoff as Dragonite comes in and dies to it, which I was not expecting. He was even choice banned, which I haven't seen at all since, like, I don't even remember seeing it in Oris that often. It's been like since XY, but Dragonite goes down, so now he can go out to Greninja again. Yep, just U-turn. I jet for a little bit of chip, as U-turn is able to knock me out. And he brings in Heatran, which walls my my Latios under normal circumstances, but like I said, I am actually Calm Mind, so if I can get up enough boosts, then I can, you know, feasibly take on the Heatran. Though I do still have to worry about this Greninja, so I'll have to make sure to, like, be at enough health to survive an Ice Beam when it comes in. That's the plan anyway, but it all comes crumbling down when he reveals the Toxic. So I basically don't have you know, enough turns to Calm Mind up and take him on, so I attempt it a little bit. He even has Taunt too, so like I can only get to +2. Can't recover. Psyshock doing 37. So Draco can't even knock out So I think I'm gonna die to the poison here. If not now, then Greninja comes in and revenge kills. So very, very good game. Well played on my opponent's part. Not so well played on my part. Like, my biggest thing was sacking Lando. Like, it wouldn't have really helped. I guess it would have versus Heatran and stuff. So yeah, that was my biggest regret. Just assuming he would immediately defog instead of Ice Beam. But what can you do other than learn from your mistakes? But yeah, ZrdX and G6 went on to win the GCB Season 1. And speaking of that, today is actually, the day I'm recording this, is the day that Season 2 begins. So look forward to some more replays if I ever get around to that. But yeah, thank you for watching, guys. Make sure to check out GAGE. And I don't know what else to say. Thank you for watching.